Hey, all you artists, writers, and innovators out there, this one's for you. We're about to unpack a system that's designed to help you protect your amazing work and get the respect you deserve, all without those usual legal headaches. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about a problem I think we can all relate to, the creator's legal maze. Then, we'll introduce a new framework that's built on respect, we'll explore its toolkit, see how all the pieces connect, and wrap up with the ultimate goal. Way less stress and way more time for creating.
All right, let's kick things off with that all-too-familiar challenge. You pour your heart, your soul, everything into your work, but the moment you have to protect it, bam, you're suddenly lost in this dense, confusing legal jungle.
I mean, does this ring a bell? You know that feeling when you're just staring at pages of legal gobbledygook, totally overwhelmed by the procedures, and just plain intimidated by the whole court system? It's enough to suffocate the very creativity you're trying to defend.
And look, this isn't just you feeling this way. It's a real, documented problem. The research behind this explainer points out the core issue. Creators often get tangled up and harassed in the legal system, not because they did anything wrong, but simply because of a lack of information.
But what if I told you there's another way? A system that's actually designed for you, not against you. A system built on respect and clarity. Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into next. Well, there is. It comes from the World Intellectual Property Organization. You might know them as WIPO. They've put together an integrated system with one main goal: to give you a clear path to secure your rights and get the respect you've earned, while letting you sidestep all the stress of the traditional court system.
So you're probably wondering, how does this whole thing actually work? Well, the best way to think about it is like a toolkit, right? It's got three main tools, three pillars of support for you: TK, DOCIP, and ADR. Let's break down what each of these really means.
Okay, first up we've got TK. That stands for traditional knowledge. Now this is so important. It's all about protecting the kind of unique cultural heritage, the innovations, and the practices that come from indigenous and local communities. It ensures that this vital creativity is seen, recognized, and respected.
All right, next up is DOCIP. Remember that quote we saw earlier about the lack of information? Well, this is the direct answer to that problem. DOCIP is basically your library, your resource hub. It's designed to arm you with the critical info and documents you need to understand and stand up for your intellectual property rights.
And the last piece of the puzzle is ADR, which stands for Alternative Dispute Resolution. And the key word here is alternative. This is your path to solving conflicts without stepping foot in a formal, stuffy courtroom. Think mediation or arbitration. It's about finding common ground and a fair solution, not just about winning or losing.
Now what's really cool is that these three things, TK, DOCIP, and ADR, they aren't just separate tools rattling around in a box. No, they're designed to work together, hand in hand, to give you this complete, integrated safety net for your work.
And this slide really just says it all, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the old way, traditional courts. We're talking slow, stressful, and honestly pretty hostile. But then you look at WIPO's ADR, and it just flips the whole script. The focus is on people, on respect. It's about lowering your stress and actually getting things solved efficiently. It's a total game changer.
So what does all this add up to? Well, it leads to the one thing that every single creator wants and needs. It's about shifting your focus away from fighting legal battles and back to doing what you love.
The source material puts it just perfectly. The whole point is to make sure your work is rolling without hindrance of stress from courts. I mean, isn't that the dream? To just create, without that legal storm cloud hanging over your head. It's about protecting your flow.
And get this, the positive effects here aren't just small and personal. They are huge. The research actually shows that when systems like this are put in place effectively, they can boost national development and prosperity in as little as 6 to 12 months. That is just incredible. It really goes to show you what happens when creativity is allowed to flourish.
So let's bring it all home. What does this framework really mean for you, the creator? Well, it means less stress from all that legal stuff. It means a real, actual path to getting the respect you deserve for your work. It means getting your time and your energy back so you can pour it into your art. And really, it means your creativity finally has the freedom it needs to truly prosper.
So when you look at a system that's built on respect, on efficiency, and on the well-being of the creator, you have to ask yourself, could this be the future of justice for creators everywhere?